Let them roam their land. Holy, I almost dropped that. Oh my god, you're early. This feels like the Twilight Zone. Like, we know this song and dance. We've seen it before. But it always blows my mind coming from young people and from queer people. Oh, well, if you're unhappy trying to find gay relationships, you should probably just submit yourself to God and it'll all work out. That's not how that works. It just shows how powerful religious manipulation is. When it worked on this man, that's so sad. Kylie? I'm rambling again. I am so dysregulated right now. Let them roam their land. I am ready. Hello, babies, and welcome back to my channel. I'm David, and you are watching Dismantling Hate. I'm dressed as a tiger. You know, I can't decide on the prop. I'm a girl who loves the props. So am I here with like my sister or the mom? We really couldn't decide on just one thing. So I think I'm gonna do it all. Today, we are going to be, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna do it with this on. Today, we are going to be reacting to the video called Why Don't I Just Give Into a Gay Relationship for Happiness? Bracket, or line, I don't know what that is. Christian questions. Oh, I'm already heating up in here. The thumbnail of this says, Why I Choose Not to Be Gay. I didn't know that that was a choice. Did you know that that was a choice? We're giving theater. That's what we're doing. It is published by a person called Samuel Perez. Okay, so who is Samuel Perez? Oh, good. The linked video when I go to their channel says, Gay stripper saved by Jesus. Love that. Okay, it says, Hi, my name is Samuel Perez. I love to share my story and experiences on how God has changed my life from dating men to being exclusively God's. Sure. I hope my story and experiences can help others know that they too don't have to live bound by the homosexual lifestyle and that God loves them. Ugh. I'm gonna take this off and maybe decide on a single prop instead of every single one that I own. I'm gonna slide myself over. We're gonna get started and have a look at this video. It should be good. Are you excited? I'm excited. It might just be because I'm a tiger. Shit. Okay, roll the intro. Excuse me. You should not be that stuck, Mary. Okay, girls, here we go. I decided on this. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I'm gonna be very warm. Okay, Samuel Perez, tell us why we don't need to be gay. Oh, also, if you want to see me paint this face and get together in drag, you can watch day 7 of Dragmas here on my channel. Roll whatever this is. In his car. Strong start.
All right, so I'm currently in traffic and it is at a standstill, and I thought to myself, why not make a YouTube video? Let's do it. Because there are some things on my heart that I just...
Well, there's a few reasons why you wouldn't make a YouTube video in your car while there's traffic, but you know what? Maybe today I'm gonna choose peace.
That's a lie!
I'm not gonna be petty. That's not me. It just doesn't feel like me in this tiger fit. Samuel has a lot on his heart. We're gonna hear him out. We're gonna hear him out. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth and it's all gonna be for naught. N-A-U-G-H-T. I think that's a word. Okay.
I just burped. Oh God.
I've been getting this question a lot, and the question is, why follow Jesus when you can go and just live your gay life?
Well, because Jesus isn't real and I am. Thank you. Good night. I love that joke so much. I hope you do too, because if you stick around, you're gonna see more of it.
You know, there's people out there that may say that my life is a life of repression, and that I'm not being true to myself, or that I could have more happiness, more joy if I just gave in and got with a guy or lived.
Got with a guy is a really funny turn of phrase. The color of his eyes are gorgeous. Gorgina. The grooming could be improved.
Out, you know, my sexual fantasies, or, you know, my same-sex attraction. Some of you guys know my story.
Oh, it sounds like an MLM pitch, right? You know my name and not my story. Please tell us your story, Samuel.
You know, I was involved in the LGBTQ lifestyle since I came out of the closet at 15 years old.
Not me. I'm not involved with any of that gay stuff. Nope.
I'm here speaking. I wouldn't lie to you. I promise I wouldn't.
Are you convinced? Are you convinced? I'm convinced. Also, me looking in the monitor through these orange, I'm like, wow, that's dark. That's...
Who am I?
Are you still here? I don't know. My real eyebrow under my fake eyebrow is itchy, so I'm just tapping it. Sorry. I'm getting distracted because this is stupid. You get it.
Went on to live in New York City and became a stripper and you know, dived in every...
Wait, sorry. He was a stripper? Go back.
I came out of the closet at 15 years old, then went on to live in New York City and became a stripper and you know, dived in every part of the queer, LGBTQ, lesbian, gay, transgender lifestyle, right? I did it all.
Okay. Is this where we get real? I've been trying to be funny and stupid for an amount of time, but there is a moment here where we need to get real. I understand what he's saying, but like transgender lifestyle, what a ridiculous turn of phrase. It's not a lifestyle to be who you are. So I'm non-binary, right? David They pays to advertise. Oh, that direction. I'm David They, you know? Non-binary. My life experience as somebody who's maybe on the periphery of transness is very different from somebody who is, I don't know if like fully trans is the word or like has actually transitioned, because I haven't transitioned. I've done nothing but be a stunning and gorgeous woman on the go who uses they them pronouns, right? I don't know what I'm trying to convey here, but I'll probably come up with something as we continue.
Plenty of sex. I went on lots of dates. I met a lot of guys.
Great.
And I thought that was what was going to bring me happiness, right? I came to the end of myself and I realized
what does that mean?
That none of those...
What does that mean? Came to the end of yourself? Interesting.
...things are making me happy. And just the other day, I was out with this guy who's also happens to be gay. And he was just telling me how he's kind of just like so over dating and dating gay guys. And
you know what? That's fair. I'm over dating gay guys too.
I know what it's like to perform through pain.
Sign me up for Jesus.
And I told him why, you know, and just asking because I'm, you know, potentially maybe evangelizing to the dude. And he said, well, you know, it's just like, I don't want to end up like most of these gay guys in these relationships where they're open or they cheat on each other or they don't seem to last very long. He's like,
you know what? That's fair. Yeah, you can want that. Okay, I'm still on board.
It's becoming harder and harder for me.
That is correct. It is becoming harder and harder, but I don't think it's just for gay men or like gay women. I think it's for people in general. Our world is falling apart. It's a Thursday and I'm sitting here at 9:30 p.m. in a tiger fit reacting to, who is this? I don't remember his name anymore. Our world is falling apart. Capitalism is destroying it. There's 4 years left on the climate clock. Like, dating is hard. I don't think that's particular to men or gay men.
To like believe that I can find a good guy. And I understood that to the max. Like, I 100% understand that. For me, it was the same way. I was this romantic dude who really wanted to fall in love with a guy and had a beautiful wedding and the monogamy. And I'm like, there's got to be that guy out there who's going to love me for me.
Okay.
Who's going to care for me.
Is he gonna shit on this? Because I am barely clinging to the same sentiment. I forgot that he has like whiskers.
Did somebody mention
whiskers? So is he gonna tell me that I need Jesus because I haven't found my husband yet? I mean, I might have and I just don't know it, but I don't have any jewelry on. That's an opportunity missed. I suppose there's enough probably going on in this situation, hey? Talk.
And I'm gonna be able to cuddle with and be happy with. And
love cuddling.
Have a great relationship with. But all the experiences that I was having was not showing that, and all the people that I was meeting was also not showing that. Now, I'm not saying that there's not people out there that, you know, they're gay and maybe have monogamous relationships, and to them they have the best relationships. I can't deny that. That's their experience, right?
Okay.
But that just didn't happen for me.
Okay.
And the more I involved myself in any type of gay, lesbian, culture, transgender, you know, all of that I input, and I'm pretty educated on it.
Transgender doesn't really, you're not educated on it. Let's just go ahead and say that. I think that's why I wanted to do this video right now, as I'm like, this has been at the top of my watch later for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I just needed a fun, quirky moment to react to this too, because this is dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. And not in the sense of like talking yourself through emotions. Like, if this is a YouTube video, I've been a YouTuber for a decade and not just the last year, right? Because I make videos like this in my car all the time, but they're for me. They're for me. This one could have stayed in the drafts, except for the evangelization that's inevitably coming in order to manipulate people into joining religion so that they can be controlled by a omnipresent God who just shames you for being gay. Oh, yeah. Can't think about it too hard or we'll get too sad. This is funny. This is a funny video.
I mean, I listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot of still lesbian gay podcasts, podcasts with drag queens.
Hey, I'm a drag queen with a podcast, D-Talk with David D. Watch it on YouTube or listen to it on Spotify. Season 3 is currently airing right now. That's fun. Earholes.
The world that they convey is not a world that I want to be a part of.
That's fair. That's valid. Yeah, absolutely.
The only reason I don't want to be a part of is because it's like a world that is like stuck in time. It's an attitude that is just like, mine, give me what is beneficial to me.
Give me a man after midnight. So gay men are selfish. That's what we're getting from this.
Mine, give me what is beneficial to me, what's beneficial to my own happiness. And there's no sacrifice. Just the other day, I was talking to another gay guy, and
you know what? That's really fair, but I think everybody can be selfish. I don't think that's exclusive to gay men. That doesn't make sense. There's even bigger whiskers up here. I didn't notice that.
Asked him, what is your definition of love?
Ooh, okay. You know what? This is so boring. What's my definition of love? I think my definition of love is when instinctually you want to give the better parts of an experience to somebody else instead of yourself. Let's say there's 2 slices of pie and one of the slices of pie look better than the other one. I would want to give the better part to the person that I love. And it's not to be so simple as to be reduced down just to like a slice of pie. When I love somebody, I want to do all that for them, right? It's like instinctual of like, oh my God, you're just my favorite in the world. Let me just give you everything that's great. You know, that's been one of the ways where I've been able to figure out that I feel love is through that. It's just, I just want the best for you. I want to give you the best all the time. And that's not just in romantic relationships. I feel that in friendships too. Let me give you the best. I wonder what that says about me. Let's not think about it too hard.
He basically described love as a feeling, saying that, oh, you know, love is just this thing that just happens in us that we just like feel and we can't control, right? And I said, you're wrong. You're wrong about that. Love means to sacrifice. Love means to die for the person.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Kylie, prep the Jesus kid. Because I was going to say that's what I said, sacrifice for the other person. But I don't see it as a sacrifice if I love that person. I just want to do that. But now it's coming for Jesus on the cross and he's married to Jesus. That's where this is going.
Is to make a decision when it's not beneficial to you. It's to put the other person before yourself. It's to do something that is going to cost you something. That's true love. This idea that we have of love that we see in the movies and on TV shows, it's like, oh yeah, it's passionate, it's romantic, it's all about feelings.
Bum biddy bum 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 bye, bum biddy bum bum bum. You know that. Bum biddy bum. 50 Shades of who? Yeah, he wasn't lying. He is straight up in traffic. I could see the signs back there.
But the love that we see that God describes is this love that is decision. It's a love that is sacrificial because it's what Jesus did for us. He exemplified what love would look like for the whole world when he took on our sins, something that was not his responsibility, and took it upon himself and died.
This feels like the Twilight Zone. Like, we know this song and dance. We've seen it before. But it always blows my mind coming from young people and from queer people. It just shows how powerful religious manipulation is. When it worked on this man, that's so sad. Like, it's completely valid to say, like, yeah, I only want monogamy. I want somebody who I can love and cuddle and sacrifice for. You can get that as a queer man with another queer man. It's true. You can have it. Is it hard? Absolutely. But it's hard everywhere and it's hard for everybody. It's not like, oh, well, if you're unhappy trying to find gay relationships, you should probably just submit yourself to God and it'll all work out. That's not how that works. I just made a video on attribution theory. I forget which actual bias that is. That's why I'm also feeling a little bit manic and dysregulated, because I've been filming for like 8 hours. It's been a long day. I'm losing it.
I don't know what's happening here, but I've lost all control.
Let's finish this up.
On the cross so that we could have life and we could have reconciliation to the Father. That's the gospel, right? That's what
No, it's not.
Jesus did. Something that wasn't beneficial to him, he took on so that we would have life, so that we would live. And
Girl, I live.
that's what true love looks like for me. And that's what I feel like is like missing in some of these relationships. It's like, I only love you when it's beneficial to me. I only want you when I like having you around.
Okay, that's fair. Like, it sounds shitty. I wouldn't want that relationship either. That's totally fair.
I will communicate with you only if I can get this from you.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
So much of, you know, even just the gay scene from my experience, what I've experienced, is sex. Like, it's like, I just want to take from you. I want to experience, not because it's like you are so cool or because like you need this, but mostly because it gets me off.
You know, that's absolutely fair. And I can't say that he's wrong. But my challenge is this. Have y'all been to a straight bar? If you're watching this, you're probably not somebody who might go to a straight bar or ever has. Straight people probably feel the same way about gay bars. It is like the zoo. It is like the zoo. It's like the circus. It's crazy to see straight people in action. And there is so much sex going on in those contexts as well. It's not exclusive to the queer community. I think that's just people. I think that's just people. I don't think that's gayness or queerness. I think that's people.
I like touching you, or I like that you worship me in the way that we have sex together, right?
Worship.
You know, so many of these things I've thought about, I've experienced for myself.
Okay.
And it's one of the reasons why I rather follow Jesus than be in a homosexual relationship. It's not going to bring me...
Do you see how that's not the same thing, though? Like, it's not... The cognitive dissonance is gargantuan. It's not the same thing. Okay.
More happiness. Like, I could find a guy. I'm young.
Yeah.
Some people would say I'm handsome. You know? Like...
Yes. I think it's the way that he's trimmed his beard. And I can only be critical about that because I just did mine a few hours ago. Like, look at that line. And you know what? Somebody watching might say that mine looks like trash, but he's giving himself a non-jawline, and that's coming from a hoe with no jawline whatsoever. When I shave my beard, I look like a toe. Okay, anyway, it's just not the same thing. It's like, do you see how much snow is outside? Well, that's why I know I'm not going to have shepherd's pie for dinner. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's like people out in the world only want to have sex because they just want to take from you. So that means that I need to follow Jesus. No, it just means that you're going to have a challenge in order to find somebody who has similar values to you and will build a relationship with you of the caliber that you are looking for. It's going to be hard. It's probably going to take a long time, and you have to do the personal weighing of pros and cons to find out if that's going to be something you're interested in pursuing or not, given the effort that you have to put forth. But it is a very like thank you and good night moment to say, I'm done putting in the work for these people who only want me for my body because I'm handsome, you know? Like, I get it. We can take a little bit more personal responsibility here. It is challenging, but it can also be done. People can do hard things. If you want something, if you put in the effort, you won't definitely get it, but you'll probably get it, you know? 3 minutes. How long have I been recording? Good Lord.
It'd be hard for me to go out and to find a dude that likes me and to go on dates and to just live my life. But it's just not going to be a healthy relationship. It's never.
But how do you know that? How do you know that without actually being in it? You don't know that actually. You could have a healthy relationship, but you're making the choice not to. You're kind of resigning yourself to failure and using God as the reason. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else to get here.
Make me truly happy and satisfied, because the only thing that can satisfy us as humans is God. There's a whole part of our heart that's just reserved for God.
No.
And if I'm not giving God all of my heart, then that will never be completely satisfied. My heart will not be satisfied.
But then how do people get married? How do straight people get married if it doesn't work like that? I gotta take this off. I am so hot under there. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the world, ladies. Here I am in Technicolor Smell-O-Vision. Should I put my glasses under the wig line? But I'm gonna do it. That's so funny. Don't come for me. I kind of hate that, but we have 3 minutes left, so whatever.
With a relationship from someone, with a career that's paying me a lot of money, I will always need more. And
give me more, give me more, give me more.
And that's why I can't go out and just get a boyfriend. And I'm not happy doing that. I may have times of weakness. I may have times where I mess up. You know, I'm human. And I learn from that. I learn from my mistakes.
Is that a reference to something that I'm not getting?
Move on, and I ask the Lord to forgive me. And so by no means am I the standard, but I just wanted to answer that. It's like, I rather follow Jesus, not just because of the incredible, amazing benefits that he gives me, and then the fact that I'll get to spend all of eternity with him. That's a plus.
What? The things that he gives you? Well, delusion. Nothing that's scientifically proven, but I believe in science a lot of this, you know, it gets messy here real swift.
But that my time here on this earth is going to be a time that's filled with joy, peace, serenity, a lot of wisdom, a lot of understanding, and I will make an impact on other people that my world does not revolve around, right? Like, I can make a difference in someone else's life.
Okay.
And I can think for someone other than myself. Like,
you can think for someone other than yourself? Is that what that man just said? Wait a minute. Roll back the tape.
In someone else's life. And I can think for someone other than myself.
That's not good. You shouldn't be thinking for other people. That's dangerous, right? Or am I just not understanding that?
Like, not everything has to be about me. Will I miss out on some things that people think are awesome? Yeah. Am I going to miss out on cuddling? Am I going to miss out on having sex? Am I going to miss out on maybe getting married? You know, yeah, that is a possibility.
What do you mean, maybe getting married? I just don't get it.
But also the other possibility is I missed out on those things, but there is so much beauty to get to just be in a relationship with Jesus and the impact that I get to make it.
So he's talking about like all the benefits of having Jesus in your life. Spoiler alert, proven by science, of which there are none, but it's a slippery slope when you get to science with these folks. But also like cuddling, for example, let's just say like the scientifically documented and consistently proven dopamine hit that you get from human connection, a hug, a hug over 20 seconds, which is basically cuddling, like the dopamine release. Like, we can study this in the human brain. Human beings are social creatures. We need that connection in order to thrive. Sorry, we do. It's been proven by science. And your God is not proven by science. And it's fine. Like, if this was a draft in the videos, like I said before, I wouldn't have a problem with this. If you were just doing this for yourself, if you want to make these choices for yourself, that's awesome. I support you. Mwah. Love it for you, bestie. I'm going to get you a beard guide so you know exactly where to shave and your whole life is going to be together. But putting this online, so then what? If I'm like a baby gay sitting here and my mom and dad are religious, I would watch this and go like, oh, wow. This is manipulation. It's putting it out here in the world for people to be manipulated by. And I hate that because a lot of this is garbage. There is a conversation to be had here, but not, in my opinion, not by this person in this moment.
Like my friend who called me last night and she didn't know what to do with herself. She had a bad experience with drugs. And she was going through deliverance, literally deliverance from all these drugs. And she had no one else to talk to about these supernatural things that were occurring to her, except to call me up and for me to pray with her.
Girl, you just said she was on drugs and then there's supernatural things. Like, can we connect the dots there?
And those are the moments that I live for, that I'm like, I could have ignored that call. I could have been in my relationship. I could have been thinking about myself. But instead I picked up the phone and I helped her in time where she needed help. And my world, you know, like all the things that were important to me which is how most people think. It's like just me, 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 me. Now it's on hold for her. And not just because she's my friend, but I would do that for anybody, you know? And
you know what? That's very nice. It's very nice. He seems like a nice man. He does. Do you think he shaved in the space between the two parts of his mustache there? Because I don't think I had that space. I guess I do right here. But his looks more like a defined line. Or is it just like your fingerprint? You know, it's just, you know, luck of the draw of how that happened. Or do you think he shaved that in there? I can't decide. Anyway, yeah, he seems like a nice man, and that's fine, and that's great. But you should also, like, put yourself first. I know, like, it sounds so selfish and basic to be like, you got to put yourself first before other people. You can help other people, and you can find joy in doing that. And you can even dedicate your life to helping other people, but when it's through the lens of religion and it's like a pyramid scheme where you want to bring everybody in and convert people and go through deliverance and leave the gay community, like, that's messy, gross, and manipulative. That's the problem that I have with this. I think it's lovely that he was helping his friend who was struggling with deliverance from a drug addiction. I do. I think that's great. Good for him.
that's a more beautiful life than a life lived for selfishness. That is just about me, me, me.
But why can't we have a balance of both? It's a false dichotomy. You can take care of yourself and put yourself first, and when you are able to, help those around you. It's not an impossibility to do both.
My worship, my needs. And if that's all you ever ask yourself, it's like, what do I need? Then I think you're on the wrong track. So that's my long answer. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video, and I am gonna try to make some more. So if you have questions, I would love to answer them. Put them down below. I'll read them and probably make a YouTube video. And thank you to everyone who subscribes to my channel and continues to.
This is La Cucaracha Crazy Mary. You know what? Before we finish up here, I do just want to peep my little tiger eyes in the comments. I'd be really interested. Yeah, just as I suspected, there is a heavy amount of comment moderation going on here, which is fine. You're able to do that, but it's just, I find it interesting. Unless people are being like, on purpose being mean to me, but that's to say, if it's funnier than it is mean, I'm all good for it. So if you want to be mean, but it's like in the form of a joke that's actually funny, do it in the comment section. I love that shit. I think it's hilarious. Anyway, you can't tell me that out of 700 comments, not a single one is negative. So I just find it interesting to know if people are moderating their comments or not. But anyway, babies, that brings us to the end of this episode of Dismantling Hate here on my YouTube channel. Oh God, you know? Yeah, that's good. I thank you for getting to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down there in the comments. Like the video if you like the video, and go subscribe to my channel. We do new Dismantling Hate videos here on the channel every week, and you can click on the playlist. There are so many. Go down there to the description and get caught in the loop of David with all those links there. I'll keep you busy for days. I do an incredible amount of online content. I appreciate you being here. Go be selfish, go be gay, because in this world you can be anything you want as long as it's not that Carol Baskin. Love Carol Baskin. Killed her husband, whacked her. Carol Baskin. Okay, I'm so out of here. I am so out of here. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to take this off. This is such a good look. That's how you shave a beard. That's how you shave a beard. That's not how you glue a wig on, but that's how you shave a beard. 'Cause I saw a tiger, now I understand. I saw a tiger, and the tiger saw a man. Bow now now now. Let 'em run the jungle. Let 'em roam their land.